So what do you think about tomorrow, England versus Germany? How do you think that's gonna play out?
The English.
Is it coming home?
Is it coming home? I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. Gareth Southgate, I don't know why is he so dumb. Like I again, I can't be harping on people, but we got to be honest here.
Let's be honest.
International soccer is about vibes and unity. This man wants to be seen as some kind of tactical genius.
Yeah.
Where you're only with these guys for maybe 2-3 months in totality in the whole year.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you need to experiment? Oh, do this little pocket of space here. Or do this.
Put a right back as a left back, you know.
Overthinking it. Like, just go out and dominate. And then the whole Jadon Sancho thing, like, how are you going to say he's inexperienced? Like, Declan Rice has never played Champions League football. Calvin Phillips, although he had a great game, his haircut's dope. I love it. But he's never played Champions League football.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what's the experience disconnect you're having? Like, I know maybe they call it the Bundesliga tax or whatever. I sometimes call it that because Bayern, no team should be winning leagues like 10 straight years. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But with Jadon, we've seen him in the Champions League. He's produced. He's done well in the Champions League. It's not like some kind of pushover.
And every English team is like salivating their lips for him. So it's not like he's some unknown player. We've been not seeing this. He's been doing this for like years too. He didn't just pop out.
Yeah, it's like, I don't understand. Like Mason Mount and him together, I think that would work out. Even the Jack Grealish conundrum. Hey, if Southgate really wants to do it, why doesn't he just take out Mason Mount? And I know he's a Chelsea player. I love Mason Mount, my favorite player right now, of the young players from Chelsea.
Yeah.
But for him, he's not as attacking, like, dangerous one-on-one as Jack Grealish, who can open up a defense, get two defenders drawn onto him. So you bring him on, you bring a Jadon Sancho, you can't do 1v1. You have to worry about it. And then Germany, Mats Hummels, whose hamstrings can barely go.
Yep. He needs help getting out of bed sometimes, I heard. Almost.
Yeah. That's pretty bad. And then, all right, what's up with the man Harry Kane, bro? What's up with Harry Kane? This man wants to be playing like Rui Costa, dropping deep, dropping dimes to these players.
Get your ass in the ball.
I didn't want to cuss. I was like, get your ass in the paint. Like they say in basketball, get your ass in the paint.
But you know, I think it's all part of, like, I don't want to harp, like you said, I don't want to just put all the blame on one person, but Southgate football is so slow, man. It's like, pick up the intensity, have a little bit of passion, like get some numbers up. So like, if I was like, I'm not trying to give Kane a pass, but if I'm sitting up there and nothing's happening, my natural instinct is like, fuck, let me go down there and try to get at least a touch or something. Cause they don't like I'm used to seeing like Walker attack the flanks. They never get to the touchline. They're just passing the ball, like no intensity. Like it looks like you're playing FIFA and it's like the 90th minute and your players have like no stamina, you know, they're just dragging their feet kind of. I don't know why they play so slow. Like,
and if you're gonna do that, like if you're gonna do that, Harry Kane drop on, put on Marcus Rashford because he can drop. Because Kane can drop and Rashford can do the he does with Son at Tottenham, and he can make those runs over the top. Kane can dime him if you want to play that because. To have another striker on, because I know Raheem Sterling is good and all, but the way the form, his touch, like those over the top, he doesn't have the most clean touch. Those like
he never gets it clean onto the goalie. Like it's always like a little behind or it goes too forward. Like it's never just like.
The only person I know who's like not only person, but one of like the best I've ever seen over the top and killing it on the run was David Villa. And so, but I think Marcus Rashford has a little bit of David Villa where he can kill the ball, take a touch around defender, and whip one into the goal, but. I don't know. Like, I honestly, for me, I thought England, like, if they were smart, like I always say, if you're smart, if you don't try to be some galaxy brain nonsense, you guys should win. And the only weakness they have was Jordan Pickford because that keeper stinks.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, 100%.
Like he's.
Yeah, we were harping on the Spain keepers. We kind of gotta talk a little something for these English keepers.
They lucky Dean Henderson's hips is like turkey legs right now, falling off the bone. So it's like. So they're lucky because Jordan Pickford, that man's awful. He's the reason, like, I always say to myself, like, you can have players not win you games, but just make sure you don't lose a game, man. Don't be the one where they pick on. And Jordan Pickford
Pickford is living off. He had like a decent World Cup, or when was it that he had like a, and he's still living off that, like, damn,
whatever.
Yeah, he had like a decent World Cup where he had like, he looked pretty good, but bro, like,
gassed him
he
up.
had one good tournament. Yeah,
gas me up.
Just because he had one good tournament shouldn't just give you an automatic start for the rest of your career. Like, we've seen what he's done like these last few years at Everton, or he plays for Everton, right?
Yeah, he got the Tim Powers.
Yeah, we've seen him like mess up, like, but like you said, there's not too much behind him either. So
yeah, like, he got the Tim Howard syndrome. Like, I love Tim Howard, but bro, you hit that shot from like 20, 25 yards out, that man is all over the place. So it's like he couldn't handle long distance shot. And Pickford, it seems like when the ball is a little further out, he starts getting blurry out or whatever. Yeah. So,
but you know, you were just harassing the English team, harassing Southgate. The German team is not too hot either. You know, they struggle. They were out of the tournament for like 30 minutes versus Hungary, or most of the game. They got a late win. They squeak into this next round. I feel like both of these teams are just asking to get kicked out of the tournament, but one of them has to win. Do you have any criticisms for Germany, or this is the last tournament for their head coach? How do you think this is going to play out?
Again, Germany living off of legacy things too, because like 2010 you had Thomas Müller and Mesut Ozil. Close. Oh, I'm talking about the young blood.
Oh, okay.
Blood. Those guys came in, they shook it up. Even though they didn't make it to the finals, they only made it to the semis. But you saw there were some pieces there. 2014, you saw the fruits of their labor. It bared out. Götze, exactly. But since that period of those two guys kind of leading like the offensive generation, it's been kind of like, where's Julian Draxler? He was supposed to step up. Andre Schürrle never took
the
that
bench
mantle.
at PSG. Yeah.
So it's like those guys that were supposed to take the mantle from the Ozil.
Even Götze too.
Götze, but ACL injury. You know, it's injury. That's a little different. But it's like these guys that were supposed to be the next breed of Germans, the next Balaks or stuff like that, they didn't really take over.
Even your boy, Wirtz. I know he's Havertz. I know he's played.
The thing about Havertz, I don't know what to make of him. Like, you can see the talent there, but sometimes he just looks so lazy. He kind of got that Berbatov, like, I don't care. I'm
too cool to try.
Yeah. But I swear, if someone can just, just a little punch, like maybe
even Warner. What happened with Warner too? Like, they were supposed to be the guys.
Those guys. The thing about Timo, like, I like him. He's a good person, like his interviews for our team. But like, I know from 2018, like, I know. Who cares about like the whole bag and tricks and stuff like that? But you at least gotta have one or two go-to moves. Maybe like a little Cruyff turn, a little pullback. But Timo, I love him, Chelsea player again. But that man, straight line. There's no like, and you see him get to the byline. He doesn't have like a cutback or a pullback. It's just straight byline or kicking out of bounds or a corner kick or whatever. So
it's like he has a blind, like the blind's up and it's just straight.
He should have just become like Jesus Navas and just byline cross, nothing else. But he's playing too high up where it's like, dog, you don't need like one-on-one step overs. Like, this is like the fundamentals.
Yeah, and they don't have a striker either. Like, they're playing Gnabry, shuffling different people up there.
Like, why?
Like a false nine type of thing.
Like, I've never seen how. Like, I see the starting lineups, on ESPN before. I'm like, why is he the 9 on the team? Like, why is he playing center striker? I only see him as wingers with him.
Yeah. He's a dangerous winger too. At that, he's good at like getting one-on-ones, drawing fouls, doing all that stuff.
But the thing about the Germans, though, like, which is weird for like the English and French, because they slowed their tempo down for some reason.
Yeah, the
Germans have always played they're technically efficient, very tidy, robotic. You see Toni Kroos just playing the ball, but there was a time in that Portugal game when those goals were coming, they turned on the notches because they saw like Nelson Semedo, that right back. I think he's not a great player one-on-one.
He's not the best.
Not the best. But Goossens was just boom, bang, and there were 1-2 passes on the right wing. Switch.
They noticed that the right wing was not helping Semedo either. So it was just Semedo on an island.
Yeah.
So Semedo was, guarding their left wing and nobody was following with the left back, and Portugal, which I think their coach needs a little maybe shuffling too, didn't see that and made no adjustments, and they took advantage of it.
Called João Cancelo. He didn't.
Yeah, that was a big. He got COVID too.
Yeah,
so that was unfortunate.
Also, like Semedo, like he also had to help Pepe out because Pepe is older.
Yeah,
the legs
all those crossing runs. You saw him tuck in a lot.
Yeah, so
And like I said, Portugal didn't make the adjustment to tell Silva or anybody on that side, like, hey, we're getting slobbered on this side. Like, you guys have to freaking drop down.
What's up with Bernardo Silva, bro? It seems like since like 2019, he's just there. Like hasn't really raised his level up.
Like plateaued. During that time, there was a lot of articles, a lot of pundits that were saying that it would like Portugal was about to become Silva's team, that like he was gonna take like the reins and just, who's the best player in Portugal, Silva, but he hasn't really like been doing too hot.
He's like kind of taking a backseat. He's taking, it is KDB's team basically at Man City, midfield, but he's taking such a backseat. Like, he's not as influential as he used to be. Like the Champions League final, I didn't see him this whole season. He wasn't what we expect of him. So it's like.
But what's I know we haven't really, had too many positive things to say about England or Germany, but one of them has to win. So
positive.
What's the prediction? What's the prediction? Who's gonna win? Who's going?
All right.
Because if you look at the brackets, they're on the easier side of the bracket.
Yeah,
it's not hard to see the winner of this game going all the way to the final. Just no offense to the other teams, but there's not too many big teams on this side.
Yeah.
Other than I think Netherlands was like the other big one, and they're out. So
that was some Fugazi shit, man. They won their group games, but like, bro. Johan Cruyff is rolling in his grave. You guys are supposed to play 4-3-3. Out here playing 3 center backs.
Yeah.
For all you fans, go look at that Jose Mourinho post-match interview where he talks about De Boer and his record and all that stuff. Yeah. One of the greatest put-downs ever.
Okay, so who's winning? Who do you got?
I think I got Germany. I would say 3-2.
3-2?
Yeah. But if England do pull it out, I think it'll be, I know it's very cliche to say, I'll say it's 2-1 England.
2-1 England?
Mm-hmm.
But you're like that if England, you said if, but your prediction is
Germany.
Germany 3-2.
3-2.
Okay. Yeah, I have Germany winning 2-0. I don't have England. Like, I don't believe in Southgate at all. And they play too slow. They play so slow, so I don't even think they're going to be able to punish the Germany's, slow-footed defense, which they should, but I don't think they will because their attack has no intensity to it.
Exactly. And for Harry Kane, if I were him, instead of drifting far back, I would try to drift wide to create that gap with Hummels drives, and hopefully Raheem Sterling or one of these other wingers can just exploit that through the middle.
Yeah,
it should be, but easier said than done. But